you shot the little precious. That's so mean. I'm gonna take you down, sir.
Whatever it is, it doesn't look friendly. Hold on.
This hunk of metal has Clank's core. The thief already took him apart.
Quite the improvement, don't you think? My creation is 10 times more powerful than your little toy.
I don't
Can't say
know.
I'm surprised. That's what a true genius can do.
No. Okay, few steps back there, sir. If you need her core to make your monstrosity, and you couldn't come up with the core on your own, then I guess you're just not a true genius. And it's also really not your creation when you just added some bells and whistles to an already existent thing.
Wait, you're that guy from the black market, the one at the front desk. You're the one behind all this?
If your goal is to accomplish something that will shock the world, you're better off working behind the scenes. I must admit, though, I'm rather surprised you made it this far. I expected you to spend more time fixating on those merchants.
You deliberately tried to steer us in the wrong direction.
What? You never questioned the fact that the first notice you found just so happened to have the clues you were searching for? The front desk is where people go to exchange information. But I get to decide what to put front and center. The person who controls the information controls the people who seek it.
So you're the one who stole Clank. Both times?
So what if I am? There's only one rule in Nodcry. Winner takes all. With this prototype, the Mora I earn will put me on equal footing with the other factions. Then, no one, not even you, will be able to say a word against me.
Do you know who I am?
Just using a piece of tech you stole from
Do you know
Io?
who Ino is? Like, you're not on our level at all. Even close.
Stole? No, rescued. I'm taking advantage of its wasted potential.
Do you not understand what the definition of stole is? The unlawful seizure of someone else's property, which is what you did. So, yeah, stole. Stole, I think, is the accurate word.
Ever since learning about Kuvaki, I knew there was huge potential for machine integration. But no one saw my vision. I came all this way, but the stubborn natives refused to even entertain my ideas. It didn't go any better with the Fatui and their monopoly on Kuvaki research. But then, this stupid girl who spends all her time making useless toys opens a workshop, and all the factions of Nodcry practically grovel at her feet.
Consider it's because she's actually a genius, unlike you, who needs to steal other people's work.
She's the one who gets to make a groundbreaking machine that has the potential to reshape the entire market.
Well, yeah, while you were busy trying to talk to people about the machine, she had already made it. Difference there.
That role should have been mine.
Well, then you should have made a machine, huh, you stashy.
Right. 'Cause it's definitely not embarrassing to have beef with a kid.
She's not wrong.
That's enough! Give Clank back to us, right now!
We'll see about that.
Can I beat him up now? Oh, I'm not playing as the child.
I will have order.
Ain't no way.
Solidify.
Why is this machine so powerful?
You can't even hit the thing!
No, you guys, don't attack him! We just have to wait it out! I'm not letting Clank become a war machine!
Okay. So I just have to survive?
Stabilize.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
Weapon of mass marketable destruction.
Solidify.
I'm going in!
Heal me. Okay. We almost done here.
What's happening? I need an engineer over here. Quick, fix it.
You can't even do that? Are you just an ideas man kind
The
of
core
guy?
stopped working. It's supposed to concentrate Kuvaki, but it looks like it needs a specific transmission medium to operate.
What kind of medium?
Judging by the smell, I'd say some kind of dessert?
It is a dessert baking robot.
What?
What was that?
Don't sound so surprised. Clank is a dessert baking robot. But I always thought it would be too sad if he had to watch other people eat all the time without joining in. So when I designed Clank, I gave him the ability to eat desserts too, not just bake them.
I think I understand now. The consumption of a cake-like dessert is required to keep the core's Kuvaki concentration function operating.
It won't work unless it's fed cake.
If cake baking is the goal, that kind of system is sustainable. But to use it as a weapon, not even Nodcry's entire flour and sugar production would be enough to generate the required amount of power.
And you're just noticing this now? Well then get rid of that stupid function. Make it run on something else.
Boss, it's embedded into the system. I'm not skilled enough to change something like that. I didn't even notice it at first.
See? Clank isn't a war machine. Now give him back.
This technology could have been revolutionary. It was supposed to be my big break. And now it's trapped in some useless kitchen bot, all because of your stupid childish idea.
If you want to make something else, then go make it. You don't need her robot. This man has problems.
No, the prototype stays with me.
No, it
I just
doesn't.
need to hold out until I can secure an investment. Someone, get back the prototype!
Try me, you stupid...
Uh-oh, Inefa's not happy.
Inefa! Whoa! What are you all doing here?
Protecting the Krumkake craft shop is a job for all who call it home. Activating annihilation mode.
Go get him, Inefa.
Another test subject.
I'm not playing this either. Are you insane?
This is order.
Why did it aim
Overruled.
the meteor at our allies instead of the enemies?
No! He got away! Let him run for now. Nodcry doesn't have laws, but it does have rules. Once word starts to spread about what happened here, he'll get what's coming to him.
Is everyone all right? Apparently Nodcry doesn't have a police force, so I contacted your friends for help.
Wow! Way to think ahead, Cedille. Wait! What about Clank?
Miss Ino, during the altercation, my brethren and I retrieved the core from that construct. It should go to its rightful owner. I apologize for thinking otherwise before. This technology needs safekeeping, and I think... No. I know that it's safest in your hands.
Now that you know that it just wants to eat cakes.
And I know you're not the bad guys I thought you were, so enough with all the mushy stuff, alright? Let's go home, Anafa. Oh, and when we get back, I want dessert. I think my monthly quota deserves to be reset, don't you?
Okay, that is part 3 completed, so we should just have one more part. It is called... oh, Unwritten Rules? No, I think that's the, like, closure thing. We'll do that after we do this. Wait until the following day. Inefa is busy completing Unwritten Rules. Oh, so I need to go do Unwritten Rules first. Okay. That's fine. I feel like it used to let me hit circle to back out and see the whole map, but now it's not letting me do that. Hey, now that Paimon thinks about it, we still don't know what happened to the robots once they got all fixed up. Let's go ask Jeanette. What's going on over there? Everyone's crowded around, and there's... Godenti? Godenti? Godenti tried to steal the robots I made. If Inefa and Sarin hadn't tipped me off... Steal? Nonsense. I was just trying to see if they were worth investing in. Analysis of your history renders your current claims difficult to believe. My history? Don't spout rubbish. Ino values all items in her workshop and has established comprehensive surveillance systems throughout her robots. It is almost impossible for an outsider to steal from the workshop without being detected unless the culprit is assisted from within. Wait, you don't mean... While I was here, I swept every corner of the workshop meticulously. As expected, I discovered a few destroyed surveillance robots. I had Ino repair them. The recovered records make it clear that the assistant we are looking for is indeed Godenti. So he's been working with the receptionist all along. You two were attacked when retrieving the last of the robots, right? I'm afraid those assailants may also have ties to it. I'm an expatriate representative of the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. You have no right to lay your hands on me. My guy, you're a Nodcry, and everyone keeps telling me that there are no laws here. So, might makes right. And I'm stronger. Give it up. You think we haven't figured out who you are? You're no representative of anything. This man was once a member of the Adventurers Guild, but was expelled due to misconduct before turning to bounty hunting instead. I've heard that he still hadn't kicked his old habits at that point, which cost him a certification from the Voynich Guild. So now he's stuck scraping by on shady gigs, like this one. Aha! When Paimon first laid eyes on him, she could just tell he was a big, lousy liar. Now, what are we gonna do with him? Excuse me. With all due respect, might I take the liberty of handling this individual? Hey, aren't you the merchant we saw back at the black market? To be honest, there's an unsettled debt between this bounty hunter and I. According to my agent, he's been hiding in the workshop for quite a long time. Out of respect for the workshop owner, my agent never pressed for repayment, so I've come personally to negotiate this matter in a more civil manner. Asiko, my good sir, please help me. All that I've done has been to repay the Mora you lent me. Mr. Godenti, if I didn't want to help you, Why would I have overlooked your disastrous business reputation to secure a subcontract from the Design Bureau for you? This was an excellent opportunity for you, but your sheer incompetence forced you to re-outsource the job to the workshop's owner. To make matters worse, you've ignored your employer's demands and allowed decommissioned recon bots to flood the black market. I'm afraid I must reevaluate your ability to pay off your debts. The information I have indicates that you are deliberately excising your influence on this series of events. Oh, how so? To my understanding, you previously posted a notice naming a high price for which you would purchase any of Aino's creations. Excessive amounts of Mora can have a strong influence on certain individuals. My hypothesis is that, be it this bounty hunter or the receptionist, their behavior can be regarded as having been influenced by said notice. I'm afraid I can't stand for such criticism, Miss Robots. Her name is Indefa, sir. From the beginning, I've only done two things. Firstly, I expressed admiration for the technology Aino has developed. Secondly, I used my own funds to endorse the commercial viability of said technology. If greed causes someone to fall out of line, then that is their responsibility to bear. Indeed, I cannot find any evidence to prove that you directly influenced their actions, and I cannot refute your claim logically. However, there are things in this world more important than logic. In any case, I request that you remove that notice. Aino treasures each and every one of her robot companions. We do not desire that a price be put on any of them. According to my informant's intel, those constructs are, at their core, rather childish. Hardly something a grown man like myself should find intriguing. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't steal from children. Jerk. Nevertheless, I still hope to be compensated for my initial investment. No one asked you to invest in their commercial viability. You chose to do that for your own greed. So screw your initial investment. To that end, I've prepared a contingency plan. Now, I did not expect others beside the workshop owner to be capable of designing similar constructs, such as this spontanean engineer. I admire your talents. May I interest you in a potential collaboration? Who? Me? Indeed. If my intel is correct, then your work has the potential, albeit through sheer luck, to be perfected as a product. Yes? Is he talking about the combat abilities that the robots picked up? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid my work is just as you described Aino's. It's quite childish, so I doubt you'd be interested. Huh? I wasn't thinking about making them into different Kuvaki weapon types while designing them. What I wanted to invent was a robot that could use the interactive powers of Kuvaki to gain a certain level of intelligence. But during my testing, I came to learn that the Kuvaki in the system I designed was not so much logic as a type of emotion. And that's why the robots were more prone to malfunctioning when tests got more stressful. But if you give the robots enough friends and let them have fun, the systems run smooth as butter. The combat abilities they awakened were essentially meant to protect their favorite playmate, Storm. They sound like a group of kids, don't you think? They can't become the weapons you want them to be, because children won't listen to orders. But there is a possibility. No, perhaps all they need is to be whipped into shape. Excuse you. These are my friends. I will hurt you. They came together to save me. I will protect them with my life. I dare you to try. Both Miss Aino and Miss Jeanette's research have been invaluable to the Adventurers Guild here in Nodcry. I'd strongly advise against stirring up unnecessary disputes. Or else the Guild will have to step in. Are we clear? The Adventurers Guild. So you've had an eye on this place then? Fine. Business is business. I'm not in the mood to make trouble I didn't ask for. I mean, but you quite literally did ask for this trouble. You posted a notice to have people steal her robots, and then you came and claimed that you'd wasted money by posting said notice and telling other people about the marketability of the robot. I don't understand. You did ask for this trouble. You made this trouble on your own. There would be no trouble without you. And as per Miss Robot's request, her name is Anefa, I shan't make any further commercial demands for Aino's work. In exchange, I'll take this bounty hunter with me. He'll make up for my losses. Your losses were created by you. Of course, please take him away. Is that really okay, Anefa? We can't guarantee he wasn't trying to cover for this guy. There are many unwritten rules in Nodcry's shadows. I do not agree with them. I just don't want them to affect Aino's life. Some things are best settled outside the workshop. If you say so. I don't like that guy. But now, we can finally go see Aino. He was trying to take my new robot friends. What a jerk. He's not worthy of their care and friendship. Hi, friends.
Hey, Anefa! Oh, Yehuda!
You're here too? Well, after all that hard work, I at least deserve a slice of cake for my efforts. Don't you think?
Wait, there's cake?
I too have cake that I need to remember to eat tonight before it goes bad. I have a slice of strawberry cake. Strawberry shortcake.
Yes,
Yummy.
you two are here just in time. Aino wanted to thank you for your help, so now that Clink is back safe and sound, she
It's a
thought it would
pig.
be nice for everyone to try out his baking.
Who looks at this thing and is like, yeah, weapon of mass destruction?
Wow! So this is what Clank was supposed to look like.
Yes. Luckily, the core was still intact, so all Aino had to do was make a new body.
Please don't tell me it poops out the food.
Woohoo! Is it ready?
Okay, it doesn't. Oh, it ate them itself.
Hey! He ate it!
It's not unusual for a chef to take a few bites before serving a dish.
No need to worry. Once he's had his fill, he can get started on the desserts for everyone else. It'll just be a moment.
Alright. Wait, speaking of desserts, where's Aino?
She thought of a new idea for a robot and shut herself in the workshop to get started. When inspiration strikes, she jumps into action. That's just who she is.
Why does Aino like building robots so much?
Retrieving historical records from databank. At first, I believe Aino was just shocked to find something that fascinated her more than desserts. And fortunately, her friends respected her passion, even if, aside from struggling to make ends meet, there was little time for much else. Then, one day, an acclaimed teacher discovered her and recognized her passion for what it truly was: genius. Just like her friends, she finally discovered what she wanted to do, and not only that, she excelled at it. And when genius and passion collide, there's not much that can get in the way. So, Aino left her childhood friends, established the Clink Crumbcocky craft shop, and started making all kinds of robot companions. Perhaps it all comes down to the natural instinct of a genius. The drive to see their imagination come to life.
Oh, so that's what draws her to robotics.
Based on my own experience with Aino, I think there's more to it than that. Long before she took me in, she was already pushing her skills to the limit in an effort to give each robot a distinct personality, and she already treated them like companions. What I mean is, it's not something that started with me just because I have a unique background. I think after walking the path of a genius for so long, she looked around and realized there was no one at her side. And it made her feel lonely. So me, Clink, and all the other robots Aino has added to the workshop, we're not just proof of her genius. We're her family. We give her the companionship she longs for.
They're all so cute.
As I see it, that's the true relationship between Aino and her robots.
Oh, wow! So, you really mean a lot to her.
Yes, and for that reason, it did not matter to Aino how powerful Clink could become, nor how feared or coveted his technology might be among the factions, and she decided that he would join his family, and that meant she would spare no effort to save him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it makes Paimon wonder why someone like Aino would choose to stay and not cry.
I'm afraid my logic unit cannot make sense of that question.
Well, the way Paimon sees it, Notcry is a dog-eat-dog place full of scheming and scamming. The people that thrive here seem to be built for that kind of thing. Anyone else would use the kind of tech Aino has to make weapons and threaten people. But Aino, she takes something that could be a weapon and turns it into a robot that makes cakes. It just doesn't seem like she fits in.
No, my view is the exact opposite. I've encountered the full spectrum of people that live here in Notcry. But in my experience, very few of them can be said to represent this place. You say Aino doesn't fit in here, but I believe the opposite. If I were to attempt to define what a person from Notcry should be, no one is a better match than Aino.
Interesting. Those crepes.
Ooh, the dessert should be done!
Yes, one moment. Allow me to serve them.
I want the one with the most frosting!
All right, everyone. Dig in.
I want a crepe. They're so good. Oh, that looks delicious.
So worth it.
Where's my crepe? Okay, well, that's done now. And we've already done the epilogue, so I guess we're just like done. Very exciting. Okay, let's just make sure there's nothing else, not that, on this list that says ends in 2 days. Okay, no, I think we are good. All right, well, that was a nice introduction to Nodcry. We got a good amount of exploring, well, unlocking of waypoints done. This isn't normally how I would explore an area, but we were fairly limited on time because I didn't know this event existed. But we got there in the end. We'll do the main story of Nodcry a little later, as well as exploring the region and doing some of its world quests and some other world quests that I have not done in like Natlan. But that will be it for today.